And now it is my pleasure to welcome up to the stage and the podium Gunther from Axiros. He is the CEO and the founder.
Thanks, John. So the important facts already told by John. Obvious, the Munich is the beer capital of of Germany. So nothing more to say here. Although I checked in San Diego, it was said that this would be the craft beer capital, right, of the US. Now here, Munich, I begin to see a red line in. There's a trend here, right? Good. In any case, I try to keep it short. This one is for me the most important reason to look forward to the next 2 decades of active collaboration with a strong standards forum like this one. We are not managing billions of home routers, right? But when you look on what's going on in the home network with what was the recent number of major US carriers said like 50 home devices on average already now, like a more high-end provider, but it's crazy, right? So this is the next 2 decades. In my point of view, this was actually the reason why I founded the company back then in 2000, so like a quarter of a century ago, 2001. Officially 2002, I think. I thought this is just obvious to centrally support the home router with central information, combine it with local information, and then manage the home network. Right. Let's step into this one. Yeah, I save you with the marketing buzz, but yeah, I think we know it. We know a little bit, a thing or two about device management over these 2 decades, this wild ride of since 2006 when you guys standardized how to do it. We tried to do it even before, as I as I hinted, but having a standard, whoa, that kicked it all off. 2006, I learned to get to know a few of you already, which are still here, which is insane if you think about it, right? It's the biggest part of our lives, of our professional lives at all, in general. So yeah, connecting billions means the home networks. I see, especially from the US market, but also I was last week in the TM forum. You know, the guys which try standardize what's behind the device management layers, or how are orders being standardized so that the whole life cycle of a wholesale carrier can be, let's say, standards based. I must confirm what was said before. This is now the time, right, to base how home network management is really done on a standard. You see, every time I saw this now, meanwhile, so many times when something makes sense to be done, there are proprietary, like vendors who do both sides, you know, with their own implementations on the CPE and on the server, and they just do it when it makes sense to be done. It has sort of success, and the standard follows with a 3 years delay, something like that, and then overtakes the proprietary approaches because there's far more power and vendor independence behind that. And our joint customers, they want that. Carriers want vendor independence and no locked-ins. So I have to confirm what was said. This is now the time to differentiate, and I see really strong signals that USP is going to win if we do it right. If we keep doing it like we did the last 2 decades, when we got the uplink under control, the uplink is now under control. We are at a point where we are predictive regarding the uplink. We can across the board, like from cable to mobile uplinks. I would say this is not the burning problem anymore. We can support our customers based on the standards you created in a way so that this is not the burning topic. The burning topic is the home network. And if we do this right, I think the next 2 decades will be even more exciting than the last 2. So I'm very pumped to see you guys working so hard on this, especially on the LCM side. I think this was a missing part, right? That you really, I mean, there are CPEs which can do it all, and then there are other CPEs. So out of the box, there are other CPEs where it makes any sense to enrich the functionalities based on the situation in the home network and the user's preferences. Is for us a lot to do to control all these applications and to eat also the data, combine the data in holistic ways. When I heard from a US thought leader a few months ago that ACS is dead, or how did he put it, obsolete or something, I was first a little bit afraid, but then I realized what he meant. He basically sees the central part, so this is where we are active. I guess you all know that. Not anymore as the ACS who does everything, but as an API platform, right? Which is providing the streams and the intent handling interfaces so that these apps, which are going to be, which are run on the devices, can be turned into real value, not only for the operator, but the customers of the operator, right? The subscribers, and so that they are combined and in the best possible way to get a grip on this 50 devices and growing, right? So yeah, pretty pumped here regarding our collaboration. Yeah, I save you with this one. I think you all know that, but that's pretty much Axiros and the Broadband Forum. I guess the core guys are known. Thales is here. Hey, Daniel, anyway, right? Well known. So that's our main contribution here to this standard forum. And we do think it makes so much sense, especially seeing on the, I don't know, do this if I'm out of time, right? I wanted to keep it rather short. This is the last one here. When I see how the TM forum acts, and yeah, I have to be careful how I put it. It's architects, right, which invent designs and theoretical ways how to do it, but it's not really like, you know, you don't get the meat. It's more like specifications if it's really broken down, but there is no, it's too high level in my point of view to really have reliability. And the Broadband Forum just found the right mix to still leave the vendors the opportunity to shine, to build in stuff which where they are great and where they think they can bring value on the table, but still allow us to normalize what they do so that the guys who attach to our APIs, when we talk of an API platform, which attach to our event streams, get the stuff when a device has the same features, it should look the same, right? If it's a Wi-Fi 7 device, if it's a device with supporting the speed test, which Eric will talk about, it should look the same. And that's possible through such a standard, which is done exactly right in my point of view. And you keep doing it right. And now let's go to the next mile, really doing it right for the home network. Purple, the investment, I would support as well. Purple is such a driver. I see so many signals of carriers who appreciate that they keep the vendor independence, the hardware independence, and still have some reliability regarding the runnability of these applications. But in no way this means that non-purple CPEs or RDKB CPEs, all this stuff, are out of the ball game. No, quite to the contrary, right? But it's really a good way of unifying the heterogeneity out there. You do it exactly right, and you go into the details, and that's needed compared to just talking about broader concepts or architectural concepts. So I would say I'm very grateful to you guys. So really, to all of you, I want to say immense work. So to round it all up in the spirit I just said, you broke it down so people can write software. Daniel just landed last week, right in time. Our latest contribution, this RASP toolkit for anybody who wants to work with USP data, introspected, look into it. Also performant, the R is for Rust, by the way. So that was open sourced with an Apache license, right? Or Berkeley license, Daniel. So yeah. So very liberal license, our contribution, latest contribution to this. And oh, that's not actually me. Not even in my free time. Must be an error, but yeah. And nowadays you never know, right? So okay, so I'm still him. All right, so yeah, that's me. And again, thank you and have a good one. I expect great things from you.